Hello, hello, YouTube community. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Alan Linky coming on with you guys live. I am wanting to do a headlight restoration for you all, and I'm actually going to do a before. I'm going to go ahead and just do half of the headlight and then rip it off so you guys can see the difference. And I'm going to take you all through my entire process. So this may be a little bit of a long video, no edits, no retakes. I'm doing this live, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm pretty confident in how it's going to be. First, I'm going to take you guys through all the products that I use. If you all are detailers or even just car enthusiasts, I do these videos for you guys. You know, I do this video to help you be more profitable, for you to be able to do your own thing and have success in doing it. So with that, guys, if that's something that you guys are interested in, go ahead and hit the button down below, and that way you all will get notified when I am live and everything else. So again, live, so we just kind of roll with the punches. Things happen, and so just bear with me. But with that, like my dog, hey, like my dog getting into things that he shouldn't be getting into. So with that, guys, I'm going to start going over the process. Go lay down. Go lay down. And what all I use to make this happen. So honestly, this is a little bit of a investment. If you are wanting to, if this is something that you are going to just do yourself, like you have one set of headlights or something like that, and you're just wanting to just restore those headlights, I mean, this may or may not be a process for you, just because unless you just want to have everything on hand and be able to do it in the future. This is a very good way for, it's not crazy cost. It doesn't cost a lot, but compared to what you can pay to have them done, if you are just if you know someone that you trust and they do headlights, it might be a better option for the car enthusiast just wanting one set of headlights done. But if this is something that you're wanting to be profitable in, this is definitely a great thing to add to your arsenal. And I believe that these tools, from the research and everything that I've done, that these tools are going to be a way to be very profitable in doing this and be able to do it fast, efficient, profitable. That's what we need to do. But it also has to have the quality of work. So with that, guys, I'm going to go and jump in here. So I actually have these. They are MIRKA, a MIRKA brand, and I have three different grade of these sanding discs. And I have 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000. Of course, I'll start with the 1,000, work my way to the 2,000, then to the 3,000, and then I will go on to the polishing, which in this video, I am going to be using Chemical Guys Hex Logic foam pads. Love these pads. They're wonderful. And I mean, I also use Lake Country pads for my bigger polishing and things. I have a 6.5 inch Lake Country, and I just use these for these are 4-inch, I believe, 4-inch pads on my 3-inch backing plate on my drill. So I'm going to be using a drill and then my 3-inch backing. And I believe, so this is from Chemical Guys as well, and I believe that's why I gave that look, and it can be switched out. So it has you can take this screw out, you can hook it up to a DA polisher, or you can hook it up to a drill. I bought it specifically for the drill. This stays on my drill all the time, or it stays with the drill attachment all the time. All right, and then now I do have hand sanding paper as well for wet sanding by hand if I need to. This headlight here, I am not going to need it. I don't have any kind of corners or anything that I cannot reach into with my drill, so I won't need it. But every now and then I will use these. I have a 800 grit, 1,000 grit, and then this is Chemical Guys foam pad. This is pretty cool, but it has a 2,500 and a 3,500 grit on each side, so I can just flip it over if, and again, just being able to touch up the corners and things like that, where if my drill brush or my drill sanding disc cannot reach them. Now, as you guys can see, I've already taped this off. This actually had a rubber seal around it, so it was a really, really big pain to tape off, but I'm not that concerned with it. This is my father-in-law's car. It has 321,000 miles on it. As you can tell, it is not clean at all, and that's okay. I am literally just using this for educational purposes on the headlights. So also today I am going, and I know this seems like I'm promoting a lot of Chemical Guy stuff. Chemical Guy is not paying for this video or anything. This is just what I use for my headlight kits. I actually don't use any of this stuff on anything else other than my headlight kits. This is just what I have for that forever. So yes, you're going to spend probably, I don't know, I probably have $200 worth of stuff here, but I can't even tell you how many headlights this is going to do. I mean, this is going to last me a very, very, very long time, and it has already paid for itself and then some. So I'm not even concerned about it. But I am going to be using the optical grade V36. Whenever I'm done sanding, I'm going to do the optical grade V38. And then I'm not going to do it on this one, but I do this on all of my customers' car. I use Jet Seal. It lasts up to 12 months, especially if it's well taken care of and things like that. So I use Jet Seal as my final sealant to protect and keep the headlight looking nice. So, and then of course I'm going to use, I don't need this because I already did the other headlight, but I have a pad conditioner as well. I've already sprayed the pads doing the other headlight, and so I'm not going to need that. So with that, guys, let's get started. I have already cleaned. I didn't clay. A lot of times I'll clay bar if it's a customer's car or something like that. I will clay bar the headlight to get any decontaminants out. The biggest concern with that is if my video will zoom back in. There we go. Our focus. The biggest concern is my sanding disc picking up those decontaminants and then scratching the headlights again. This has 321,000 miles on it, so I mean there are like heavy rock chips in it and everything else that once I clean up will show. But for the biggest purpose, my goal is to get this yellowed clear coat off and get these things looking shiny again, and which I'm going to do half of it. I guess it doesn't really matter. For this, I'm just going to go ahead and do the bigger half here. And so let's go ahead and get rolling, guys. And I'm going to take a drink out of my Olaf cup. Yep, good water. Oh, and I will also be, as my lube, you can do water, or I am going to, that is what I'm using. So I'm going to find my 1000 grit. Get it semi-centered on here, if I can. It's maybe a little bit of a longer video, guys, but I really want for everyone to really see this entire process. And all of these products, I just get off of Amazon, which whenever I get time, I will go back in and put the links to all of them down below, and you guys can shop from there. So let's get rolling. 1000 grit. And with the first pass, this is always, I make sure I do this the most and really get that clear coat off. That is the big goal here, is to get the clear coat off with the 1000 grit, and then the 2000 and the 3000 grit. The goal is just to more cover make them sanding marks lighter and lighter, and then I go on and polish it. So honestly, I'm pretty quick whenever I'm done. Oh, I cut out there for a second, but here we go with my second. Now I'm going to rip this and this. The idea, again, is to get all that clear coat off, so whenever you wipe it down, if you just want to make sure that it actually fogs up once it dries, just like so. Because if there are clear spots, that's actually not what you want. Again, with this case, I'm going to use so many sanding discs that if I miss it a little bit with the 1000, like whenever I hit it with the 2000, it's going to go back in and do it. So again, guys, I generally open the windows or the hoods on these, and then that way you don't have to do these. Like I said, these have a rubber seal all the way around them, so it really didn't make a difference whether I opened it. I'd still have to tape the top. May have been a little bit easier, but for future purposes for you guys, like if you guys are doing your car or customer's car, opening that hood is a time saver, mainly with taping. And then you don't have to worry about accidentally hitting the hood with the sanding disc. So this is a 2000 grit. Now, this is something that I want to touch on, guys. If you all look up, and you can look up sanding, losing my tape there. You all can, which happens whenever it gets wet. If you all look up sanding headlights or restoring headlights, and I know there's 10,000 different methods. I'm not saying that my way is the best way. I can tell you that I have researched other people's ways of doing it. And especially like chemical guys, they'll tell you just like, this is the only sanding paper that you need. They'll say that clear coat off. And it's just, I mean, it will take you forever if you do that. But most people hand sand, and I tried that and it worked, but it took so much longer, and I didn't feel like it was near as effective. And most of those people, they'll even say like, there's quite a few of them. They'll say that they've never even done this before. It's just done the hand sanding forever, and that's just how they do it. And they're very effective in it, and they're very good detailers. But I figured I'd give this a shot, and it works incredible. There aren't any kind of, they'll say like you have to go one way. Some of them will tell you to cross stitch, and that's kind of where it got me. Was some detailers would tell you got to go one way the whole time, okay? And you want to keep the sanding marks the same. But then other people started saying, well, you want to go one way and then you want to cross stitch. Well, that didn't really make sense to me. So if you had to go one way to cover up the sanding marks, I'm like, well, why wouldn't a drill sanding disc work? And it does. Like, it's incredible. And so this is the 3000 grit, guys. can already tell a huge difference. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this down, and just lost a piece of my tape. Again, if this was a customer's car, I would be a lot more focused on it, but it's not. So, all right, and you can tell, I don't know if you can tell in there, I know compared to this side it looks a lot better, but it's still pretty fogged up. You know, it doesn't have that crystal clear look that I am going for, and that's where you get it out of the polishing here. So I'm going to take my orange, this is a medium cut Hex Logic pad from Chemical Guys. Again, I've already sprayed it down, so, and I'm going to take my V36 and just 2 dots, 2 little pea-sized dots will do, especially since I'm only doing half of it. I'll actually do a little bit. There we go. Just like that will be actually more than enough. I'm going to spread it out here. I hope this video is helpful to you guys. If it is, let me know. These videos are, you know, they're fun to do. They are time consuming, just getting everything ready. And like I was trying to figure out how to how to put everything on where you all can see it, and I put the bottles on and it literally knocked everything off. So that's why I ended up throwing the bottles on the ground and just things like that. But they are fun to do, and I just love giving you guys value. So if you guys are enjoying this, if you're actually getting something out of this, please let me know. If you're not, let me know, and I will do what I can to change. And if again, just hit that like button if it is something that you're enjoying. And now I'm going to take my white polishing pad and put my V38 on it, exact same way as I did the V36, just 2 little bitty dots. Now this car here has, I don't know if you can see these nipples on it, and honestly kind of a pain to sand around. They're kind of a pain to polish. They can be hard on your polishing pad, so you just gotta kind of be careful around them. This one here is a little bit smaller. This one here is quite a bit bigger, so this one I will actually kind of work a little bit more just to keep it from ruining my sanding disc, to keep it from ruining my pad. So I'm just spreading this all around so it doesn't fling everywhere. And there we go. All right, guys, and I am actually finished. Again, don't set your tools down on customers' cars like that, all right? If they walked out and saw that, they would probably freak out. But again, this is a 03 Malibu with 300,000 miles on it, so I'm not too concerned about it. So there it is, guys. There is our before and after with of it, and I think you guys can see that pretty good. If not, let me... It'll focus there, so that is there. Pretty clear. Pretty... again, the only step that I skipped out on was doing the jet seal sealant. I'm not that concerned about that with this vehicle, so my father-in-law didn't even know I was doing his headlights. I just told him that I was cutting a video, and I'm gonna come do your headlights. So they will be all crystal clear whenever I'm done. But with that, guys, I hope you all got value out of this. I hope you enjoyed this this video. Again, this is something that I'm doing a lot of, and again, I'm gonna post the links whenever I get time down below. I do get a small commission from Amazon if you go on there and buy them from the links that I use. Help support this video, will help me support like doing more reviews and things. I'll be able to buy more products to do reviews on for you guys. So try to just give that back to you all. And but with that, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope that you got value out of this. Again, if you did, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know what your favorite part was, your least favorite part. If you like these lives, I'm a Facebook Liver. I've done social media for a couple years now, and I've done it strictly going live. So I'm not about cutting videos and editing and spending 20 hours on doing something. I would rather take 20 minutes to show you guys an entire process if I can, and just show it to you real raw live, and this is how it is. So again, guys, I hope that you guys got value out of this and I got straight to the point. With that, I am going to jump up off here, and I hope you all have a blessed rest of your day.